All right, snow's melting. Town of Mammoth Lake's cleanup day set for this Saturday. Press release from the town says, take pride in your neighborhood. Volunteer to help clean up this Saturday, 8 a.m. until 2 p.m. They'll have a celebration of thanks. That's going to be at the Sierra Nevada Resort and Spa Saturday from 3 to 5 p.m. It's a free event. Anyone who pitched in and grabbed a bag to help make our community beautiful is welcome. Now, free orange trash bags are available for collection. They got a maximum of 5 per person at the town offices above Geo's in the Minaret Village Mall or at the Mammoth Disposal Transfer Station on Commerce Drive. Town Cleanup Day information, maps, complimentary bags also available for collection at Mammoth Creek Park this Saturday from 8 a.m. until noon. More information about the Town of Mammoth Lake's Cleanup Day or to arrange for collection of abandoned vehicles, you can contact Shireen Sanders at the town, 760-965-3636. Well, the Eastern California Museum of Independence recently installed what's described as a striking wall-sized mural. This is in its permanent Manzanar exhibit, thanks to a little help from friends, namely Rich and Kathy White. Now, said John Klusmeyer, the museum director, said the museum's fortunate to have some great partnerships, and the story of the restoration and installation of this wonderful Manzanar mural and the corresponding work to revamp our Manzanar exhibit is an example of how those partnerships help improve the museum. Now, the mural was one of several that were painted in the Manzanar War Relocation Center during World War II. When the camp closed, the paintings came into the possession of an Independence resident, and in the 1980s, 2 large murals and other paintings from Manzanar were donated to the Eastern California Museum in Independence. Actually, a great story. John Klusmeyer has put out a press release. Hope you see that on our website, sierrawave.net. Well, this should be interesting. Coming up on Monday, Rich Foy will introduce the film Under Western Stars. This is going to be at the June 5th meeting of the Mono Basin Historical Society, Lee Vining Community Center. Scenes from the 1938 movie were filmed in the Eastern Sierra and provided the first starring role for Roy Rogers. Yeah, we know him as the King of the Cowboys. Now, it's a 53-minute movie, and the press release notes it offers Owens Valley Water Wars meets Mr. Smith Goes to Washington meets the Grand Ole Opry. In other words, Roy Rogers saves ranchers threatened with water loss to a big distant city with his 6-gun and his election to Congress while singing songs throughout. It's always fun to sing songs, including the Academy Award nominated song Dust. Now, all are welcome to this event. Donations welcome for the Historical Society. Potluck dinner, business meeting Monday at 6, movie at 7. For more information, 760-647-6461 or see monobasinhistory.org. Well, armed with a can-do attitude that has undoubtedly seen this group through its 54 years, the Northern Inyo Hospital Auxiliary began a new year of service with the recent installation of its 2017-2018 officers. Press release notes that Judy Fratello will serve a second term as Auxiliary President, Richard Rogers again as Vice President, Sharon Moore will be the group's treasurer, Judy Speed serving as Recording Secretary, and Carol Sample as the Corresponding Secretary. Now, Kelly Hunsinger, Chief Operations Officer for Northern Inyo Healthcare District, swore the new officers into their respective posts. Hunsinger applauded the auxiliary members for the incredible cumulative number of volunteer hours the group has had during its past 35 years of existence. And again, that's another good story. Hope you see sierrawave.net for that full press release. Well, the Bureau of Land Management Bishop Field Office has approved a long-term camping permit program for developed campgrounds in the Eastern Sierra. Now, under the program, visitors may purchase recreation use permits, which allow camping beyond the established 14-day stay limit for campgrounds managed by the Bishop Field Office. Long-term permits are available for camping within Tuttle Creek, Goodell Creek, Horton Creek, and Pleasant Valley Pit campgrounds in Inyo County, also the Crowley Lake Campground in Mono. Again, you can see sierrawave.net for that full press release. More information from the Bishop Field Office of the BLM, 760-872-5000. Well, local gardens are blooming like a red rose. They're buzzing to life. Pollinator garden enthusiasts opening their garden gates to the community during a free tour this Saturday with the Eastern Sierra Land Trust. Gardeners invite community members to stop by for a visit during the Pollinator Garden Tour, again hosted by Eastern Sierra Land Trust. This Saturday between 10 a.m. and 2 p.m., community members of all ages, you have the opportunity to visit 9 gardens, Bishop and Chalfont. You can tour at your own pace in any order you want. Gardeners will be ready to welcome guests and answer questions about their blooming pollinator havens. Again, that full press release is posted on our website, sierrawave.net. We will note that to join the Pollinator Garden Tour, receive a map of participating gardeners, should contact Indigo Johnson at 760-873-4554, or you can see the website eslt.org. I understand they're going to have some yoga before the whole thing kicks off Saturday morning at 9 o'clock. So Eastern Sierra Land Trust, big day coming up on Saturday. All right, let's go back to the Bishop Mule Days parade and see the first part of it. All right, we're on vacation next week, but when we get back the following week, we'll show the rest of the parade in future broadcasts. We'll be back with a weather report.